What's happening, everyone? Welcome to the next video in the Instagram series. This is the second case study, so hopefully from here you've been through the fundamentals in the first Instant Motivated series. And now what we're going to be doing is rinsing and repeating some of the same strategies, but the thing that's going to be different about this case study is that I'm going to be setting everything up for the next month right in front of you right here. And we're going to be adding in a few other tools as well. This is going to be probably the easiest way to set up, schedule all your updates, and then set your Instagram account on autopilot. So you can do a few hours work now, and then it'll be ready to go for the next month, and we'll just watch it grow and grow and grow and grow. After this, once you've got a good number of fans, I'm going to be showing you guys how we can then convert these fans into followers and how we can send them to where we want to go online, and also how we can use our page as a promotional tool for other businesses as well. So let's just get straight into it. What I'm going to do now is I'll just pause it quickly. I'll get my Instagram account up and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's just jump straight into it and get this account set up. So I'm going to register with email. I've set up an email here. And it is Instagram at socialitepro.com. And again, we can just do this really simply through our hosting. If you guys have your own hosting, and if you haven't, need to know how to set up emails, go have a look at the website series because it's all spoken about in there. It takes 2 seconds to set up an email in there, and you don't have to go through the whole filling out captures and filling out your name, your address over and over and over again. You can create one in 2 seconds. Username, again, just trial and error here. Use Google for synonyms of words that you're looking to go for in the market you want to go for. Again, I'm going to be going for a very highly targeted entrepreneurial market, people that are motivated, people that are looking for motivational images and want to get somewhere in life, I guess. And I guess we can use it for multiple different streams. And also showing really, really cool, luxurious, rich, wealthy images of people, cars, houses, all that type of thing. It always gets a very good feedback. So what I've decided to call this one is luxury underscore hunting. And again, don't forget, if you can't find the Instagram account that you want in one word, you can always use underscores and other symbols as well. The bacon is messaging me, which is the missus, so I better get out of that. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to go enter a password. For this one, I'll just cover this up for a second, just so I don't reveal any of this. Yes. Okay, cool. So now let's just chuck in our, we can even leave that for the time being. We'll skip this. All right, cool. And now we've got our Instagram account set up. Simple as that. We're going to go over here. We'll edit the profile. Put in a bio. Maybe something like images online. Website. So Instagram gives you one link. You can't post links in actual comments or anywhere else that are actually clickable, that are hyperlinks. So this is the one place. If you do have a website you want to send people to, chuck it in here. I'm going to leave this blank for the time being until we get a good fan base, and then we can go from there. So I'm going to hit done. I'll come back and I'll add a picture in a minute, but what I want to show you guys now is the easiest way to stockpile images from a related market and save them all perfectly in the right sizes, ready to go for your Instagram account, and then we can schedule them. So what we're going to do now is I'll get out of this and we head over to an app called Phonegram. So inside of this, it's a really, really cool app for gathering content, and we talk about it all in the Fundamentals series. You can find it in your app store. Pretty sure there's an Android version as well. But what it does is you log in, you get this screen here, and then what we can do is we can go search, type in a keyword in the hashtags, or if we know a user account that we want to look at, we can type in that there. So say, for example, I want to find images related to luxury for this case. And we'll choose, we'll go luxury world traveler for this case. And you can see it's got 2,277 photos, and it's got an insane amount of content here. So what we can do with all this is we can go scroll down as far as we like, let it load, and we'll do it that far for an example. And we hit this little download button right here. We can then select videos and photos. Right now it's got them all selected, and we hit next. And it's now going to download all of the photos onto our phones, which has just gotten us so much content so quickly, and they're in the perfect sizes as well. Let me just click out of this Facebook conversation. Yeah, so the perfect sizes as well. So once these all download, what I can then do is sync this to my computer here in my iPhoto, or if you're on a Mac, however you get your photos off it, take the photos straight from there onto your computer, and then I'm going to show you guys a tool here about how we can schedule our posts to just go out on autopilot and post every single day on whatever times we choose, the prime times around the world, constantly, effectively, and it just does it on automation. So we can sit back after we've done this and just watch our updates get posted daily. So while that happens there, I'm going to go over to the actual site, and it's called Schedulegram. Bit of a mouthful, Schedulegram. And this will be the home page you get to. Actually, sorry, no, it won't. This will be here when my internet decides to load for me, as it's having a mind of its own again. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is we want to hit the Manage Accounts button here on the left. We're then going to add an account. And then we're going to type in our username and password here. So what did I call that one? Luxury hunting. Password. Again, I'll just move this down. I'll add the account there. And now you can see it's checking. So it can be a bit of a delay to get the profile image and the statistics populated, but that's now there. That'll be added very soon. And it's as simple as that. Then in a minute we can go in and we can bulk upload all those images we just saved to our camera roll. We'll log back in here. And we can then import them across onto our computer. So I'm going to let these remaining photos download now. And then once they have, I'll come back to you guys and I'll show you exactly where we're at. So you can see now we're at 78%. Still got 72% free space on my iPhone here. And almost there, so I'll come back in a minute. What I'll do is once these have all downloaded, I'm then going to sync my the photos across, save them into a folder on my desktop, and then I'll show you guys how we upload them into Schedulegram. Alright guys, so I've imported the photos now. You can see it's my last import. I've now created a new folder on my desktop, so you just to right click and then up onto a new folder there. I'm going to drag them across into the folder. And then that's as easy as that. So then we've got all this content. That's on one single page. You're only going to 40 photos, and you can go to as many photos as you want. One thing I forgot to mention as well is the PhoneGram app is actually a paid app. You get a free trial, I'm pretty sure, for a little bit when you first download it. It's either $1.99 for a month if you want to use it for a month, or I think I paid $6.50 to buy it permanently on my phone, and I recommend doing it. That $7 is going to pay itself off pretty much straight away from the time you'll save going in and out of all these different Instagram accounts and checking out where to find content and trying to screenshot them and save them one by one by one. You can do that, but I think your time is more valuable spending it on making the money rather than taking screenshots and whatnot. So if you can afford the couple of dollars there, definitely worth doing. So now we've got all these photos here. We're going to head over to here. We're then going to hit manage accounts and see where we're at here. So there's a delay right now. It's still not on there yet. Oh, there we go. It's already loaded. Good to go. That was good. So now we're going to upload media. We're going to bulk upload. And now we're going to add some images. We're going to hit the untitled photo folder that we just created. I really should have named it, but I'm really bad at doing that. We're going to select all the images, which is Command A or Control A if you're on a PC. We're going to hit open. And it'll now upload all of these, and I'll be back to you in a second when it's uploaded, or it could have already been uploaded. And you can see these photos are the perfect size. If you upload a photo that's in the incorrect size, it'll only have half the image, or if it's too wide, it'll render it wrong in this little box here. So when you're doing the mass uploader, this is the best way to do it if you have already sized pictures, which are perfect when we use the PhoneGram app. Otherwise, if you want to upload images one by one and you need to crop them and put filters on them and make them look a bit different, you'll need to go upload them singly. And you can upload videos here as well. So now what we do here, this will be the caption of the actual image inside the actual, when the update posts. And you'll have to go into all of these different images and post different captions depending on what you like. But it does take a little bit of time, and it's a bit monotonous and boring to do, but it's worth doing because it saves you so much time in the long run. Here, select date and time. You'll select the date you want the update to go out and the exact time. Right now, they're all on the 13th of August at 3:45, which was a minute ago, so it's not going to happen anymore, but you've got to change these to best reflect the time of day that you want it to go out. Because I've just got a bunch of images now, it's a brand new account, I want to smash this account with images every 3 to 6 hours. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to go through all of this, I'm going to upload the times, put in comments for them all, and then I'll come back to you guys and I'll show you where we're at, and I'll show you how long it took me to do. Alright guys, so I've now gone through all the pictures, added a bit of a comment on them all. We can include hashtags in here, and if you want to, you can do this, the beta testing first comment. So that'll be the first comment on the actual photo inside of Instagram. You can actually schedule that in there as well. I've left them blank for the time being, but if you want to add in some hashtags in there as well, you can do that as well. But as it says here, don't have more than 30 hashtags in total in both the top and bottom boxes. What I've also done here to make it a lot easier for me is every day I've made this 13th of August, 14th of August, 15th of August, 16th of August. So each image is the day after each other, obviously, and I've kept the times between 5:45 and 6:45. I think I made them all 6:45 pretty much, besides the first two. So I'll just change them over now. So you can see they're all on 6:45 every single day from now, which is today is the 13th of August, until the 10th of September. So around a month there. So we've got at least one update going out every single day now at 6:45 p.m. every single day. But what I'm going to do now is I'll schedule these in a second, and I'll go back into the PhoneGram app, grab another 40 or so pictures, and then do the same process again, scheduling them for every day again, but maybe for 7 a.m. every single day. Probably between 6 and 9 a.m. in the morning, maybe around lunchtime, and maybe earlier in the afternoon as well. So I get 4 or 5 images going out every single day, which will build this up really fast. The interactions will go crazy, hopefully, I've got so many different Instagram accounts going and stuff coming everywhere that I can be very slack with updating a lot of them, which is very bad. But things like this save you so much time. That took me about 15 minutes to do, I guess. I'll probably do this another 3 or 4 times. So around an hour of scheduling updates and gathering content, but you can see how quickly that is. 1 hour to do all this. It gets scheduled all your updates for the month, multiple updates a day. So easy to do, and it's as simple as that. So what I'm going to do now is I'll head down here and I'll hit the schedule button and I'll let it load through, and I'll show you guys what it looks like then. Sorry guys, one thing I forgot to forget here as well. Before you hit schedule, you'll need to select your account. So with Schedulegram, it does cost to use. There's a free trial when you first begin with it, and I think it's about between $5 and $10 a month, I think, from memory. But you can check all that out there. I'll put the actual real price next to this video. So you'll hit your image, and then you'll hit schedule, and it'll now scheduling them, and it's as simple as that. So they're all ready to go, and I'll show you guys once they start sending out. All right, so you can now see our updates have now all been successful. Another thing I should mention, and I'll put a little annotation at the start of this as well, is make sure you're not using Google Chrome for this. You can give it a go, it might work for you, but for me, when I've used Google Chrome, it's decided it just wants to play games and not work. So use something else like Internet Explorer, Safari, Mozilla, anything else but Google Chrome. Then it's always best to maybe test it with 1 or 2 images first on your own browser to make sure it works for you on that one there. What you can now do is go over to Activity Log, and you can see all the different images and posts and when they're ready to be posted and what times and whatnot. So that's all they're ready to go. So now I'm going to go back in, find some more content, do this all over again, and then I'll upload that as well. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to instamacro.com. Once I've scheduled them all, I'm then going to go in here, login start. I'm going to chuck in the username. And once I filled everything out, I'm then going to try the 3-hour trial, use all that up, and then I'm going to use this for a month, 30 days, $72, but it's so worth it. Well, I think it is anyway. Again, I talk about this in the actual Instamacro section, but in the advanced series, but this tool saves you so much time and you'll never get banned from it. It works really well. So basically what it does, you'll type in a bunch of hashtags, and I'll show you how I do this when I pay for this, when I use the free trial. It'll go out under your account, it'll like and follow people under those hashtags, which then brings people back to your page. That's what Instagram's all about, interacting with other users of similar interests, and it's the best way to grow your fan page. And again, with updates going out on automation and this program liking, so you can expect to like up to 150,000 photos within 1 month. So when you're sleeping, it's interacting, and you're going to be getting leads there. So really cool program here, and I'll show you guys that once I've scheduled all the updates, and I'll be back to you guys soon with that. Thanks guys.